Today's horoscope from Astro Academy, Cancer, January 8, 2023. The moon is full, and you'll find the pipeline to your deeper feelings widens today. This lunation reminds you that you need some time out, especially if you've been doing too much in recent weeks. Introspection and retrospect are in order. Emotions fill out, and buried feelings can come to light, an essential step to growth and healing. There can be a sudden need to retreat, rest, and reflect. A secret could surface, or a work or health matter can come to a head. Because it can be challenging to separate your own feelings from the feelings of those around you, the need for some space can emerge now. You might discover that you have support from behind the scenes or an unexpected source, and even if you don't take it, it's good to know you have some backup. A mighty full moon has arrived. Prepare to bask in its glow. This lunation falls in the zodiac sign of Cancer, which will bring iridescent, emotional, sensitive vibes throughout the cosmos. For you specifically, though, it highlights your solar house of privacy, dreams, and the unconscious. This is a good time to start a dream journal or reflect on the patterns you've built and repeated in your personal and romantic life throughout your life thus far. Listen to what your intuition is telling you. The universe is whispering in riddles. Watch for déjà vu. Do you feel more self-assured? You might have been incredibly introspective and moody over the last 6 months. This period may have encouraged you to dig deep, to reflect on what you want and need in your workplace to feel emotionally secure. As the domicile full moon in Cancer draws this cycle to a close today, you should embrace your secret talents, desires, and professional self with open arms. Let this full moon remind you not to hide who you truly are or what you crave in your work life. The moon's first visit to an intuitive and imaginative part of your chart for the year was always going to put it at a friendly aspect to Neptune and the asteroid Juno in your financial sector. While this won't peak until just before the moon leaves tomorrow, as a full moon this is a lot more potent and is already helping to fuel your financial confidence, instincts, and imagination. It's a good idea to increase your strength at this time. Whatever you normally do for physical exercise, focus on strength building. If you run, try to increase the strength in your upper body to take some of the burden off your hips. If you typically do yoga, substitute weightlifting once a week to increase your ability to hold a pose in the future. If you favor one side of your body, strengthen the weaker side this month. Although you may find that the majority of your time is spent with people outside of your family, the essence of this day may find your social calendar revolving around family commitments. This is a natural occurrence on a day devoted to these special people. Go with the flow, and you might just see that these types of social obligations can be just as fun and exciting as a night on the town with friends can be. The moon's first visit to a nostalgic and reflective part of your chart for the year is doing more than just inviting you to slow down. This is the full moon that will always fall at some point during the sun's month-long visit to your busy work sector, and as they clash, this can put how well you know when to keep your work hat on and when to take it off to the test. This is not about whether you are at work or not, and is about balance in all the things that keep you busy and occupy your time. As a friendly aspect between Venus, still in her early days in your relationship sector, and the dwarf planet Ceres in your communication sector peaks, this is also the start of a trend. Venus is just the first planet to move into a friendly aspect, and she has only been here for 4 days, with a chance today to give your relationships a voice, just a taste of the cooperation ahead between the communication and relationship gods. Our eyes in the sky. Cancer moon brings all of its emotions to our consciousness. We are releasing old feelings as we move into a new year, and we could have a lot of tears to shed. It might hurt while we're doing it, but the process of letting go and managing one's heart means embracing such growing pains in order to move forward in life. You must react calmly to any jibes or provocation from the people you know. If you feel deceived, be careful in whom you confide. You tend to weigh each word too carefully and overreact to the slightest criticism. You should deal only with those who don't take your mood too seriously and know how to handle it. Resting will make you feel better. Personal relationships don't always run according to plan. Turbulent situations crop up again and again, requiring all your energy. Smaller arguments and conflicts seem to be pre-programmed. Keep calm and deal with this turmoil in a relaxed fashion. It doesn't have to be a spa package. If health is what you're longing for, even just a long hot bath, relaxing music, and a good book can do the trick. It's time for you to focus on your health and learn to weigh up healthy choices against the potential damage caused by overeating, alcohol consumption, and smoking. In the morning, the Cancer moon squares off with Chiron in Aries, forcing a confrontation with suppressed pain. We obviously don't want to go about our lives feeling weak or vulnerable. So, when we encounter triggering situations, we are more likely to bypass them, ignore them, or claim we will address them later when we are in a better place. The issue is that we cannot get to the better place without having the necessary confrontation. By putting it off, we continue to perpetuate the cycle of trauma. Today, acknowledge the wound. You may not be able to resolve it now, but at least you won't do yourself a disservice by sweeping it under the rug. You're feeling vulnerable and it is easy for somebody to mislead you, so be careful to avoid making any hasty decisions. It's certainly better to put your energies into things which give you pleasure but don't wear you out. Otherwise, unintended actions simply lead to you becoming weary and exhausted. Go along with any sympathetic suggestions your partner makes. Mid-afternoon, the Cancer full moon brings to fruition intentions set during the December 23rd Capricorn new moon. The enterprising new moon brought goals for the new year into focus. Yet yesterday's full moon communicates that magic cannot be made manifest in the external world without equal priority being given to our emotional well-being. Self-mastery is not only about negotiating reality, but about listening to our intuition and instincts. At this time, we realize that our feelings are not a threat to our success. They are an invaluable barometer for personal safety and security while navigating experience. Yesterday's full moon asks us to return to our personal center, reminding us that vulnerability is not a weakness, but a strength. The moon additionally sextiles Uranus in Taurus, intimating that serendipitous encounters will facilitate important wake-up calls. Progress and advancement have different definitions depending on who we talk to. Ultimately, it is up to us to choose the path that will engender our own happiness, even if it is an unorthodox one. The moon also opposes retrograde Mercury, suggesting that reflection and introspection are a better use of our time than explaining our logic to others now. You owe no one an explanation for your choices.